Hello, welcome. Story
Hello.
Sale here with you guys. We are so excited to share New Year, New You coming in the new year 2021. This has been a great hashtag for us. I know for me, I've just been super focused on my goals and what I really want to make, especially the first 3 months of this year, to be for me. And for me, I'm actually working on all those pillars of life that matter to me, which are my spiritual health, my health and physical health, my relationships, my emotional health, and my financial health. And we are all here building business online, and Story Sale truly keeps us consistent with a positive message. I have had so much fun with this hashtag this week. So everybody can say, hey, I'm going to be bringing in each of everybody here, ladies and gentlemen, to share what New Year, New You meant to them. We're first going to start with Juan. How did it go for you this week, Juan? What does this New Year, New You mean to you?
Thank you, Coach. Well, this week has been great. I'm excited to get started with this year, new year, and just looking forward to what's coming. And then for me, it means, starting fresh, starting all over, and just reaching the same goals, but also bringing new targets, new goals, new projects. And I think that we should also apply new day, new me, because we also get a fresh start every day. If you didn't get
Uh,
done if you didn't get done what you wanted yesterday, you also have next day or the days that are coming. So I think that's it.
that
Thank
is,
you,
and
Coach.
that's really important when we have kids because we always
Yeah.
have like what I call a monkey wrench thrown in our day. When we have this beautiful day planned,
Hmm.
when you have kids, you know it never goes as planned. So
Yeah,
you
it
just
never goes
got
as
to start over. I love what you're saying, one. You know what?
planned.
It's about day by day.
Yeah.
Don't even look that far. Just let's focus on the day and go after our goals for the day. And that's that consistent behavior, that consistent habit compounds. So I love what you're saying and sharing. Thank you so much for being here. Next up, I'm going to bring
Thank you.
Kathy. Hello, Kathy, and welcome. What did New Year, New You mean to you this week?
I think it's really funny what you shared in the beginning about the balance and all the things that you were working on the pillars, and that's what I've focused on this week. And I've also shared some of the stories where business or coaches that are teaching some of the things you were talking about. So that was some of my focus. And my focus is not making a New Year's resolution; it's making a new lifestyle. And one of the quotes that I did come across is, "You are never too old to set another goal or to dream another or a new dream," and that was by C.S. Lewis. People look at us, and I have my white hair, and they don't think that we can make a goal, but we are making goals, and we are making a difference in the world. So back to you, Coach.
Yes, I love it. I love it. And working those pillars, Kathy, you're with us along with a couple people here in Story Cell and the CCC in our Rock Success Bible Study Read. And so what we're doing, and I'll just share because it's not too late for anybody to do this if this perks your ears and you're looking on you're working on your spiritual health. We are reading the Bible in a year. Now we started January 1, but anybody can come in at any time, whenever, because the plan is really cool. We use an app, it's free, and your plan is custom to you, to your year. So you would start on a different day. But anyway, we're all in there chiming in. And Kathy, since we're talking about spiritual growth and New Year, New You, and you're actually participating in this, would you like to share real quickly, how that's helping you with your New Year, New You and your spiritual health?
Well, it's starting out my day with God, and so
Mhm.
it's really it's keeping you accountable to what you're reading because you're doing it as a part of the group. And it's
Mhm.
funny, I'll yell over to my husband, "Hey, did you read that?" Because he's reading it with us. This came before this. We always thought it was different. So it's been really exciting to read it as a part of a group because you see it through a whole new eyes.
Yeah, and I love what you're saying because you always chime in and you're like, I've read the Bible like a multiple times and I didn't know, but it's because we're not in chronological order. So when you start from page one, it's a new approach. It's a totally new approach. And this is my 4th time reading the Bible from cover to cover. And I'm just like, my spirit's just like jumping. It's so much fun. I love the stories. I love the relation even to today and how we can really go to the word for wisdom. So thank you for sharing, Kathy. Next up, we have Nancy. Nancy, get ready. Share with us. What are you doing? New year, new you.
Hi, Kibi. Hi, Coach. I loved this topic. You know, who doesn't need a new year to start a new you? I always say new start, new you. And I loved what Juan said, new day, new you. I liked that too. Who doesn't need a new start? Who doesn't need a refresher course in just, you know, getting up in the morning and being friendly and happy and stuff like that. So that's what that meant to me. But I wanted to touch on the thing that you and Catherine were talking about. I'm ready to come in, and I was in that class for a little bit, and it's very spiritual, and I loved how we all went through it. So I'm looking forward to getting back into that. But so that's my new year, new me, is starting back up with my spiritual part of myself. So back to you, Coach.
Good, Nancy. So you're talking about the rock success through scripture, and our next book features honors reward. We just got a lot going on. Thanks y'all for watching. But if you want in on this, all you've got to do, we're a message away. You just say, we have not went ahead without you. Anybody can join. You can join Story Cell right now. You can join Rock Success Through Scripture. We're starting our new Bible study read with honors reward in February, which is what Nancy's talking about. And or you can hop in reading the Bible with us cover to cover. That is the CCC, this community. It is completely free. All you got to do is raise your hand and say you want in. And you can do what Kathy and I are doing, actually, Jane, too. And I don't want to leave anybody out. There's lots of people. I think Carmen, a couple people here tonight and tomorrow, they're doing that read. One thing I want to mention, Nancy, you were talking about relationships. And I'll just like bring out a tool out of my toolbox, because I'm working on that area of life too. And what really helps me the most in my emotional health and giving to others and being more positive, even on those days when we're crabby, you know, like how do we stay in a good emotional health for our family, for our kids? Nancy, for you, for your grandkids, you're always watching them. And I go right here to this book. I started a new gratitude journal for 2021. I just went and picked this up at the grocery store, the local grocery store here, the Publix, and it's nothing fancy. You don't have to spend a lot of money. It's really a little notebook. And I've already started every day writing in gratitude. And that helps my emotional health so much. And I'm glad that you mentioned that, Nancy, because working on that, your relationships and your mindset, your emotion is really important in being that new you and that new person for the year. So thank you so much for sharing that. All right, next up we have Jane. Jane, what you got for New Year, New You?
Thanks, Coach. Great to be here with you guys tonight. Well, you know, New Year, New You. So much fun building our stories this week because they were all nice. You know, we could make them flashy and fireworks and, you know, all that kind of good stuff. But just like everybody else, you know, there's something great to be said for starting off a new year. Everything's fresh and new. At least that's how we feel, right? And to I'm not a great one to set resolutions because I really just don't ever keep them. but the whole lifestyle thing is really where the focus needs to be. And as far as growing myself spiritually, and in many other areas as well, #action is my word for the year because I'm ready to take action in so many areas of my life. But it was just a great week to celebrate a lot of new things. Everybody was ready for 2020 to go by the wayside, I think, and ring in the new year. So we're looking forward to good things.
Yeah. And I know that for you, you're focused and drilled in on your health coaching. So health is important to you and on the forefront. And when you're coaching it and training it, you're in action doing it. And being in, I know you're also in our Bible read. Do you want to share real quick on that? Just to share with the audience, anybody who wanted to come in, how is that helping you with your spiritual muscles?
Well, I'll tell you, growing up, I was never encouraged to read the Bible by my religion. They interpreted the Bible for us. It was better that way, in their opinion, I guess. So it wasn't something that I had ever done before, and I've read bits and pieces of it. But so we're now, what is this, the fourth? This is our fourth day in, right? And reading this, reading these chapters from the Bible, these verses from the Bible. And I can tell you already that there are things that have come to me as a big reminder of what it is that I'm doing and why it's important what I'm doing. I won't go into it here, but I can just tell you that I've already had reminders, and this is only the fourth day in. So it's just funny how that works, you know, how the universe works. So yeah, it's great. And I love the camaraderie. I love to be able to listen to other people's perspectives on it too, especially since I've never actually read the Bible cover to cover. So I love getting the other perspectives in there as well. So it's really helping. I love it.
Yeah, I do. It's hard to describe it. It's like going to Hawaii and coming back trying to explain how beautiful it is. You can't. So that collaboration piece that we have together as a group, you just can't describe that. So I love it. Thank you so much, Jane. All right, next up, we have Sally, and Sally is an abundance coach. So I know she's focused on mindset and other things, but what does New Year, New You mean for you, Sally?
Thanks, Kibi. So this week I was able to celebrate people in this community as they were kind of picking their their word for the year, and just really acknowledge people who had accomplished goals in the past year and setting new goals. And for me personally, I don't know if it's my word, but I'm leaning toward discernment. And I think some people can relate. And Coach Kibi, we talked about this on Saturday, is sometimes setting these big goals, big hairy goals, are just, it's scary. And it can be debilitating sometimes, and then you don't have any movement. But when you work with a community of people like the CCC and work with a coach, you can kind of break those goals into smaller chunks. And so that's what I'm focusing on, is shorter goals, 30-day goals, things that are just very attainable, that I can create a lot of energy around that and have a lot of gratitude. I'm totally with you. I have a gratitude calendar, desk calendar. So I'm really focusing every single day on gratitude and really changing my energy, and having those short successes in like 30-day bites. And I just think that's much more realistic. And so I was kind of celebrating that for myself and other people in this community. And it's so funny how we're so aligned in this community. All my notes in front of me, everyone that's gone before me have shared what I have written down, starting with Juan. His first thing was new day, new you. And that's the first thing I had written down that I wanted to say, is sometimes the whole year seems so big, and just take it one day at a time.
Yeah, sure. Yeah, and in the crisis that a lot of us face, some of us are still in shutdowns. It's really easy to go negative and just think the whole year is blown. But we can take it day by day. I think really, Sally, that's how we've been doing it, just to get through 2020. But also, I love what you talk about in really changing your vibration. And you start with gratitude. You start with being positive. You start with looking in the mirror. What do you want to attract? Because whoever you're being is what you'll attract in your business, in your life, all the connections we have in life. We're really setting ourselves up based on our behavior and how we act and the way we think. So I love what you're sharing here. It goes a little deep. Y'all got to know Sally, got to get hooked up in her groups, because she's good vibrations. All right. Thank you for sharing, Sally. So next up, we have Susie, and then I'm going to bring everybody back, and they're going to say hey and goodbye to us. But Susie, New Year, New You, what you got for us?
New year, new year, new year, new you for me is a fresh slate, a new page, clean page to write what I hope to obtain this year. Like many others have said tonight, I do want to get more into my faith, get closer to God, because I know with Him everything's possible. And ups and downs in 2020, but I learned to appreciate everything that happened, good and bad and otherwise, because I think it helped me grow as a person. I think one of the highlights of 2020 was this group. Through all the adversity, it helped me focus on the good.
Yeah.
And I think I want to join this class you guys are having on Sundays through the Bible, because I actually, God put a lot of people in my path this last year, the last few months, family and friends that are just drawing me closer to God. And actually I downloaded the app, the Bible app on my phone, so I can listen to it every day. So I'm excited about that. And my word for this year is hope. There's lots of things that I'm hoping for. The end of the year was a good start for me. I had one of the best holidays with my husband. We've gone through a lot this past year, and it was just beautiful. It was so peaceful, and I think that's what I liked about the shutdown this year, is that we didn't have to go running around here and there, and there was that stress level that wasn't there. So I really appreciate that. And then just writing down goals, personal, financial, and health goals I have for this year. So, but I'm with Sally. I think smaller goals for me are more attainable than trying to do a big, massive goal. So I'm working on that too.
And yeah. And I love what you mentioned about the shutdown building relationships. And I've heard that so much from multiple people. So thank you for sharing that. All right. So I'm going to bring everybody back. Watch out. Here we go. I'm going to add you back to the feed just to say goodbye, and we're going to close it out. This is Story Sale. If you'd like more information on this positive class we build online, 12-week course, message me or anybody on the panel. I'll be tagging everybody in the comments on this video so you can follow them, friend them. Super positive community, lift you up. Definitely something you'll look forward to on Facebook or Instagram is seeing posts and stories from everybody in this class. So with that, be blessed. Thanks for watching. And if you do watch, drop a comment. Let us know. See y'all. Bye-bye.